And like Skyrim is just Europe. Which is not that interesting. I mean, Skyrim is a decent game, but it's just Europe. We've seen Europe before. It's not that interesting. Let's see. That way, that way, that way. So this way, 4 and 5. 1, 2. Just realized I'm not gonna fit this in. Or maybe I am. Fit this in before the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Oh, I do fit this in before the turn. Just there. Okay, so how do I fit this in? Seems unlikely, doesn't it? I guess I will pull this back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that doesn't actually... Oh, it does actually fit. Nice. Oh, no, it doesn't. I guess it does. Alright, good. So that to that to that. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have that lining up there, but then we turn around again, so it kind of doesn't really matter. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe they should just have like a higher bunch of... They should open a Bethesda China and then have Bethesda China make Akavir. I don't know what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Although having said that, the Chinese themselves are not necessarily culturally sensitive. Maybe they shouldn't. Maybe they shouldn't open up Bethesda China. 3, 4, 5. Two, 3, 4, 5. It's a straight button in front of us. Okay, let's try and do this. Well, obviously that's not gonna happen there. Two, 3, 4, 5. That's not gonna happen like that either. Oh, this, wait a minute. In and then out. I'm confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Two, 3, 4, 5, but this is 1, 2, 3. And then 4 needs to point out again. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's on a slope, which is awkward. Oops. There. One, two, three, and 4. Absurdity says, wish I was a capital G gamer sometimes. Wait, what does that mean? One, two, three, 4, 5. One, two, three, 4, 5, and then there. Now, about the other side of this. Absurdity says, capital G gamer is the kind who blames forced diversity for bad games. Oh, forced diversity. I mean, the thing about... Imagine if somebody actually made a homogeneous game. Like, look, let's say a MOBA, or even a game like Overwatch. Right, like Overwatch, like you have tanks, damage dealers, and healers, right? And you need a mixed team in order to be effective. Imagine if somebody made like a MOBA where if you have a mixed team, it's just bad. So the only way to win is to either have 5 healers, or 5 tanks, or 5 damage dealers, but not mixed up. Because we don't want to force any diversity, absurdity. We want to make sure we don't force diversity, so we make sure that the game only functions if everybody plays the same character at the same time, every time. Imagine if somebody made a game like that. Do you think it'll be the most popular game in the world? 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, somebody... It's too bad that games are so expensive to make, otherwise I just want to troll the hell out of people. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here. And then we turn the corner again, so this time the iron is going to be the longer side, so let's stick with the iron. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And like, let's make a game where you literally do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Because we don't want any diversity in gaming. We want the gameplay to be identical all the time, every time. there. Oh, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that definitely doesn't fit, but we do need to pull this back. Maybe I just pull that back. No. Oops, don't break that. One, two, three, four, 5. The thing about gamers is that they just like they're consumers. Obscenity says, hence the saying that for a gamer there are 2 races and 2 genders, white and political and male and political. But God forbid if we put politics into video games, am I right, Obscenity? I mean, your politics. The thing that, like, gamers are consumers, and so they just receive whatever it is they're given. And that's more or less the whole problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just realized that I need more space. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I... Well, see, that's way too close. What is... I mean, there's no space to fit anything else. I guess I don't do this. Alright, how many comparatives does it take to join this up? One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, that's ugly too. Oh, it's ugly because this is... Oh, no it isn't. 1, 2... I don't want to do 6 of those. But there's not really... You know what, I think I can do better than this. Let me just use my creativity. Let's say I pull this back. Like gamers, because they're consumers, they just have opinions, but they don't actually like do anything constructive. Because they're like their whole existence is... I just realized that's the same thing. Absurdity says consumerism bad, but it also has to do with wider social trends that favor social conservatism. Well, that is part of it too. Because conservatism is you doing nothing. Conservatism is basically doing less, right? I don't have enough space for that either. don't have enough space for anything. Maybe can I pull this back any more than this? Probably. And like conservatism is like basically people just don't want things to change. No, that doesn't work. I can't get this to work. So, like conservatives and gamers, they make a lot of noise advocating for nothing. Because fundamentally they don't want change. Can I really not fit this in? Oh, wait a minute. I can borrow some space from here. Ah, maybe this is the answer. Like consumerism, consumers, unless they're themselves producers of things, if you just consume, basically like you only know when you're happy and unhappy, and you don't really know how to get the things that you want except to demand it from other people. Is consumerism. And that's also gamers, right? Gamers, like you make a game, the gamers will tell you whether they like it or not. But then the gamers have no idea how to make good games. Because they're not developers, they're not programmers, they're not, you know, they're not anything that creates stuff. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This, I just need this to join up and power up. But I need to put one of those in. Alright, good. Wow, finally. 2, 3, 4. Conservatives too, like they tell you what they don't want. But they don't really know how to get what they do want, right? Like it's like, oh, I don't want migrants. I don't want foreigners. But then like they don't have any solutions for like, well, how do we grow the economy then? Or even like, I don't like new ideas, I don't like new technologies. But then the like problem, like, how do you make money then? How do you like survive? And it's quite common that both gamers, actually I'm past, I should stop streaming. Anyway, let me just rant a little more because I'm here. Gamers and conservatives have this tendency to like have ideas that don't work because they don't like, they're not the ones having to make the games. They're not the ones having to start the new businesses and whatnot. And like businesses like Uber lose money. Like Uber lose billions of dollars every year, and they just get funding from people who continue to feed this failure of a business that doesn't actually work. Anyway, uh, I'm done here. I'm gonna end the stream, end the video here. And I guess I should finish up that I should also avoid the trap of just complaining and offering no solutions, because then I would be the consumer and the conservative. So the solution is, if you're not happy with something, do it yourself. Like if you have an idea that you think is great, well, do it yourself. Don't stop asking other people to do it for you and complaining when they fail. Like if you think a game sucks, well, you make a better game then and see how you do. That's the solution. Alright, see you later.